Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. First is a couple triangle UFOs. Now these were just recently uploaded by these guys, but these videos have been out for a while. I got this one here and also this one here. I also have this video from 2017 of this, some kind of strangeness going on with this cloud formation here. This is an old newscast from 2018 about all of the UFO sightings in Canada. Here is a video of a possible Bigfoot sighting. Let's see. I also have this photo here, taken at approximately 12 a.m. in BC. Don't know what's going on there. I have this video of the first earthquake detector made by this guy in something about the 1st century, I think it was. And then last, this photo of the tomb of King Xerxes. But look at this thing, cut out of the side of a mountain, you know, in the 5th century BC. That's 500 years before Christ. And we're supposed to think that, yeah, you know, primitive people did this with primitive tools. Anyways, let's see. Let's go to this video here. Now, this video has definitely been out for a while, but check this out. You know, the Navy is finally admitting that, you know, that triangle-shaped or pyramid-shaped UFOs were surrounding their ships. But I think these are most likely U.S. military. I mean, there's no doubt that, you know, our military has a triangle-shaped anti-gravity craft, the TR-3B, the Aurora. Anyways, that's as much as I want to play. You know, actually, I think this other video here is pretty much the same thing. It's just a, with a different filter on it. But you can see how there's probably some kind of, gravity amplification modules down here. But anyways, link will be in the description. Let's see, this is from 2017. Let me go full screen on this. And this is just something strange going on with this cloud here.
哎，变得太快了吗？哇塞！漂亮漂亮！你看，从相机里出来的就更漂亮了。台山。哇塞！太厉害了，太厉害了！哇！哇塞！
I mean, is this natural? Is this just some kind of a event that could be easily explained by, I don't know, changing temperature just in that region? But think about it. Okay, let's go back to the beginning, show you. Okay, we went from that to that in a span of 1 minute, 20 seconds, about a minute. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Could be completely natural. Or maybe not. Who knows? Let's see. Let me go to, yeah, this is from 2018. Now, again, to all of the people who are still like screaming about disclosure or waiting for disclosure, yeah, I don't, what do you call this? Let's see what this guy has to say here.
Pretty good that aliens exist, and he's not alone. Every day, people across Canada report seeing a UFO. And while most can be identified, as CTV's Janet Dirks reports, some things just can't be explained.
I got it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What the hell? That strange light in the sky is one of 1,100 UFO sightings in Canada last year. According to the annual survey released by Ufology Research of Manitoba, there are at least 3 such sightings in the country every day.
Did you hear that? 3 sightings every single day in Canada. This is in 2017, right? And yeah, again, for sure, we're being visited, but I think the majority are our neighbors.
UFO reports are still a thing. People are reporting them in greater and greater numbers every year.
Montreal is Canada's UFO capital, with 74 sightings reported last year, followed by Toronto, then Vancouver. It's not that these cities are on an extraterrestrial highway. It's a matter of population, says the report's author.
If a tree's falling in the forest, you need somebody to hear it. So if there's a UFO in the sky, the more people around to see it, the more reports you get.
None of the sightings matched the drama of the X-Files.
The truth is out there.
But something was out there, according to 10 campers in Quebec who reported a triangular object that hovered and then flew off. One of them drew the scene. In Oshawa, a wildlife photographer captured an odd-shaped disc in the sky. This scientist says people should be critical, but still open-minded.
There's a few that really just get me scratching my head saying, what could it have been?
The survey says of the 1,100 sightings, only 8% are unexplained, and that can be whittled down to 1% of so-called high-quality unknowns.
In fact, none of these cases, shout that aliens are here. But what they do say is that people are reporting things, and maybe science should take a closer look at some of them.
Wait, did you hear what he just said? That these sightings don't shout that aliens are here, but scientists should look at them. So only a scientist can tell us that there must be something intelligent inside of those crafts, or somewhere controlling those crafts. Right? So, like a moron like me can't figure that out, right? It takes a scientist to come to the conclusion that there must be something intelligent, something controlling these crafts. I mean, what does this guy think, or who does this guy think is controlling these crafts? Mickey Mouse, or does that just not compute in his brain? See, these are the type of people that I would consider massive morons, because they're obviously intelligent people, but somehow they're able to perform these mental gymnastics in order to disprove what they are seeing, what thousands of people are seeing every single day, right? So again, a moron like me can figure out that we are not alone on the planet, folks. But anyways, let's go on to this next video. Let's see, this looks identical to Patterson Gimlin. Let me go full screen on this. Let's check this out. Yeah, this is definitely not the best quality footage. But look at that movement. Again, this is one of those videos where you can see the muscles in here, the definition in the fur, and yeah, there was no costume designer on the planet that has the ability to do that. I guess that's going to be it for this video. But yeah, pretty short and sweet, but it's pretty compelling, I think. Yeah, this photo, I don't know what's going on here. This guy, approximately 12 a.m. up by Headwaters, Summerland, BC. That's all it says. Make it bigger here. You know what? This could have been moving so fast that it just, or the aperture didn't shoot fast enough. Oh, you know what? I bet you it was because it was shooting at nighttime. So the aperture probably stayed open long enough for this thing to capture this full movement. But I bet you it's just this thing here. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let me go to this video here. It talks about the first earthquake detector. I need to go back a few seconds.
In 132 AD, Chinese astronomer Zhang Heng created a seismometer, a device that detects the ground's movement during an earthquake. It couldn't predict quakes, but it did show what direction they were coming from, even when they were hundreds of miles away. Zhang was also a mathematician and mechanical engineer who constructed many practical devices, including a cart for measuring the Chinese mile, and an early armillary sphere, or globe-shaped model of the heavens. His seismometer, the first known instrument built to detect earthquakes, was important because devastating quakes happened in many remote regions of China. Zhang's seismoscope was a giant bronze vessel, resembling a samovar almost 6 feet in diameter. 8 dragons snaked face down along the outside of the barrel, marking the primary compass directions. In each dragon's mouth was a small bronze bowl. Below the dragon's mouths were 8 copper toads with their mouths upraised. The exact mechanism that caused a ball to drop in the event of an earthquake is still unknown. One theory is that a thin stick was set loosely down the center of the barrel. An earthquake would cause the stick to topple over in the direction of the seismic shock, triggering one of the dragons to open its mouth and release the bronze ball. The sound of the ball striking one of the 8 toads would alert observers to the earthquake and would give a rough indication of the earthquake's direction of origin.
Pretty cool, huh? Imagine, the time that this was built, and then what the conditions around the rest of the planet, right? The development of technology within different cultures would indicate to me that, we didn't all come from the same source. Otherwise, we would have all learned the same techniques, the same building methods. But the fact that so long ago that there was such distinct styles in so many different parts of the planet would indicate to me that, we didn't come from the same source. This notion that, first man walked out of Africa and then moved east and, spread their seed, whatever, and all these other different cultures popped up. No, I'm not buying that nonsense anymore. Let's see. So let me go to this last video here. Yeah, look at this photo. This is the tomb of King Xerxes the Great. I'm sure, did you guys see the movie The 300? Right? The depiction of King Xerxes as that giant, the bald-headed Persian giant. Well, apparently that's the guy that this tomb was built for. Now think of this time. This is 5th century BC, right? So what? This is 500 years before the birth of Christ. Do you remember what it's like during Christ's time, right? Where the greatest technology was, hey, I can make fire, right? People, right, lit up the night with torches, right, during Jesus's time. Now this is 500 years before that. And look what some culture was doing to the side of a mountain. And we have quackademics who want to tell us that, that the people in the past were all primitive. Sorry, not buying that bullshit anymore. But anyways, the link to this will be in the description. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.